Hello, online crew. How are you today? We're going to talk about where you should be hanging out on social media to make an impact and to build your business. So, this is something that I've talked about before, but I think we need to have a discussion around as to particularly Facebook more so for those of you that are watching from Instagram. But it does take into consideration Instagram as well, like a private account or a business account. Where should you be hanging out to really build your business properly? Is it a personal profile? Is it a business page? Is it a group? Let's talk about all of them. Let's talk about some pros and cons. Let's talk about where you should be positioning yourself and branding yourself on social media. Okay. This is an important discussion. Let me get rid of those notifications there. This is an important discussion. And I find a lot of people get confused. And that's why I'm talking about it today, because this came up a lot last week in our free personal branding bootcamp. It's coming up at the moment with group 27 in my branding course. We started that this week. And so I just wanted to have a general chat about it here. Those of you in my branding course, we will go deeper into this discussion. I am going live in those of you that have joined group 27 for my branding course that started this week. I'm going to go live there after here just to chat to you guys a little bit further about some of the things to do with branding. But I would love to know from you, those that are watching live or catching the replay, where are you building your business? Is it only from your personal profile? Is it from a business page? Or do you have a group? And that's like, what's your main priority? I'd love to know from you what you think is the right thing to do. Or maybe you don't know what the right thing is to do. And it's going to be different for every one of you. So let's have a chat around this as to where you are in your journey, as to what you should be doing. And I'll just try to sort of clarify for you the pros and cons of sort of each. Okay, so I hope this conversation will be helpful to some of you that are confused, and you get mixed messages, and you get mixed messages from people that are saying, don't ever start a business page. The organic reach is crap. It's only pay to play. And then people that tell you to start a group, but you don't have any kind of following. So you start a group and then you end up with not only a dead personal profile or page, but you end up with a dead group. Like, there's lots of things that you need to consider. So let's have a chat about it. If you've got any questions on this topic, put it in the comments, and I'll try to catch those as well. If I don't catch them on the live, I'll catch them afterwards. Okay. So how are you today? If we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. I am here to spread the message of let's be a human before a marketer. So if you are here to learn how to build a business on social media, then you're in the right place. I help home-based business owners, network marketers, direct sellers, social sellers, whatever you want to call yourself, leverage modern social media strategies to build your business online. So if that's what you're doing, you are in the right place. That's what we talk about here. So if you're new to our crew, just put new down in the comments so I can give you a special shout out. We love to welcome new people to our community here, but we're a pretty cool community to hang out with. But our whole mantra is to be a human before we're a marketer, and do things in a non-spammy way and do them in a really friendly, cool, authentic, genuine way. Who's up for that? Are you up for that with me? That's what I kind of stand for. I hope you stand for the same thing, because it makes a much nicer way to build our business. Okay. Hello, Joy. Great to see you here. We've got Beth, we've got Faye, we've got Beth trying to deal with her power situation. 24 hours later, she's still dealing with a power issue. I feel for you, Beth. I hope the food in your fridge and freezers are not spoiling. Hello, Sandra. Oh, you've had a generator for a while, so hopefully your food's okay. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Helen. Hello, Joanne. Business and blending to personal groups. So Beth's got it all going on. Okay. For now, personal page. Okay. So this is what we want to talk about. Hey, Tonya, how are you? I've been waiting for this live. I'm so confused as where I need to be posting. I have no idea. Awesome. Love your honesty. I'm sure you're not the only one that feels that way, Tonya. So hopefully I will clarify that for you on this live, and you're in the branding course, so we can have a deeper discussion about that with you personally, with where you're at. Okay, so this will be a general discussion, but I can go deeper with you in the branding course. Okay, I'm trying to build from both my personal profile and my business page, I presume that's meant to say. Nice to see you live too, Cheryl. Personal profile 80%, business page about 20%. Okay, that's probably the wrong way around, but we'll have a chat about that. Thank you for sharing that with me, Dan. Hello, Hero. Great to see you on. Good morning. Isolating. Oh, no. Are you a close contact or have you got COVID, Heather? I don't know what's going on in Australia, but every second person has got COVID at the moment. It's going through everything. Hello, Wayne. Good to see you on. So what's Helen said? Continually advised to build on my business page when I know this is against Facebook policy. Do you mean personal profile? It wouldn't be advised to build. I think you might have that the wrong way around, Helen, because that's what business pages are for. It's against Facebook policy to build on a personal profile. So we'll talk about that. Blend, yes, a group private and a business page. So both, I'm thinking. Okay. Oh, you just clarified that. Sorry, continually advised to build on my personal profile. Okay. Hello, Tara. Welcome. Great to see you here. Personal and business pages. Hello, Janine. Great to see you here. You're a close contact. So hopefully you're out of that soon. It's not much fun being in isolation. So let's get into it. Many of you that are new to this journey will only have your personal profile. So you haven't even thought about a business page or a group, and that's all you've got. And to start with, that is fine. At some point, you need to realize two things. One, it is against Facebook policy to actively build your business on your personal profile. It's in black and white. It's in writing. If you push it, if you're salesy, there are people that get their personal profiles shut down, and that is not something that you want to experience. Okay? Other platforms have some leniency. Facebook does not. So just know that if you are actively building your business and being salesy and putting out sales posts and discounts and build my team, join my team type thing, that is totally against Facebook policy. However, you can create curiosity. You can talk about what your passions and interests are, which may be building a business online. It may be whatever your products represent. Health and wellness or jewelry or finance or skincare or, weight loss or whatever it is that you do. So it's a matter of knowing how to create curiosity and being a human before a marketer to not get shut down by Facebook on a personal profile. So there's nothing wrong with creating curiosity and in your mind, building your business through your personal profile, but it's not actively building a business on a personal profile because that's what you're not allowed to do. But absolutely create curiosity. Absolutely let people get to know who you are. Absolutely do everything that I talked about in yesterday's live. If you didn't catch my live video in yesterday, you need to go and watch that regarding what content to put out there on your personal profile. So you look like somebody that people want to buy something off or trust enough to purchase something off or maybe even join you in your business. How you show up on social media, it's your billboard. Do you look like somebody that, has a really big passion about multiple streams of income or, a particular product or a service or something like that? Like you just do it in a curiosity-based way. That's what we're here to learn. That's what I'm here to teach you. So if you listen and you learn, you can absolutely build that curiosity on a personal profile. But it is against Facebook policies to build a business on a personal profile. So depending on how you do it and how you position yourself, you could get yourself into trouble and lose your personal profile. The other side to this is at some point, if you're serious about this business, you want to lead people somewhere that are qualified prospects. You don't want your aunties and your uncles and your cousins and your school friends and all the people mixed in with your personal profile to see everything. And if you just keep harping on it, you're going to turn people off that are not interested. So the people that are interested, the people that want to learn more from you, the people that have the same interests as you, the people that want to get more value from you about health and wellness or skincare or weight loss or finance or whatever your thing is, where are you leading them? You want to have somewhere to take those people off your personal profile. Now that could be a business page or a group. So depending on where you're at in your journey, what your focus is, what your goals are. And there is no right and wrong for each one of you, depending on your circumstances, your level of influence, what you want to achieve moving forward, how serious even you are about this business will determine which one of those ways that you will go. So let me help you with that in this video, okay, as to which way you go. But at some point, if you want to gain some influence, you can start building interest on a personal profile. You can start to let people know what it is that you're into. And that could be building a side business. It could be health and wellness. It could be whatever your product does, those kind of things. So you can start to build some kind of interest and let people get to know what it is that you love doing on your personal profile. So that's a great starting point for those of you that are just starting out in this industry and you don't know what the hell you're doing on social media. That would be a starting point, is to learn how to do curiosity posts, put stuff in your stories, create, interest, start to brand yourself in a certain way to let people know what it is that you are interested in and what you're up to and what advice and everything that I mentioned on yesterday's live. All of that stuff you can do on a personal profile. So that's a starting point. If you're serious about building online, you want to go further. Now, depending on what your goal is as to which way that you will go with that. But does that make sense on a personal profile? You can start there. Newbies should start there because you don't have the skills to do anything more. If you don't have anything going on your personal profile, do not go and start a page or a group, because you haven't even got enough interest with the people that you do know, let alone the people that you don't know that you want to get to a page or a group. So go and clean up your personal profiles and start creating some regular, consistent content there. But if you're serious about this business, you want to look at taking your qualified prospects that you find on your personal profile to somewhere that positions you as an expert in a particular niche, that you give value around a particular topic. Choose your niche. Different conversation that's all about branding. Hopefully you all caught my free personal branding bootcamp last week. If you didn't, all the videos have been pulled down. Unless you're in my coaching community, you've still got access to them. Okay. And those of you in my branding course, obviously I'm here to help you over the next sort of month to work this out. Okay. But you want to lead people somewhere to show, oh, this is not just a side thing. This is a serious thing. This is what they're interested in, and they've got good information, and they've got good, valuable information over here, wherever over there is. Okay, so that's something that you want to think about. If you don't take your business seriously, if you're not going to commit to posting regularly on social media, if you're not serious about creating a brand and those kind of things, don't go and start a page or a group, because you have to commit to that process to get traction out of it. So there's no question that organic reach has dropped everywhere, even Instagram. Like, organic reach is not what it used to be because the volume of people that are on social media. If you look around and notice what's happened in the last couple of years, how many people have moved to the online that were never online before, or wasn't really a focus of theirs before, that were sitting in their offices doing their jobs. Now everyone's at home online. Not everyone, but there's still people that work from home now that never worked from home before. It was considered a massive privilege to work from home, and employers didn't entrust employees to work from home. Now everybody's working from home. So we've got all these people online now that weren't online before, and you've got a whole lot of people starting home-based businesses, side gigs and stuff, because they're nervous. Security is gone, and people are looking at side gigs more than ever. Like, we've got huge opportunities for this industry. So all these people online. So what Facebook, for an example, just using Facebook, what they have to do, let's just even take your personal profile as an example. Let's say you've got 3,000 friends there. You may not have anywhere near that. It's just an example. 3,000, friends there. They're all creating content. Okay. What you're going to see and what other people are going to see are about 300 pieces of content out of the 3,000 pieces of content that are being created. That's what the algorithm is all about. That's why you'll hear trainings about how do you boost the algorithm and do this to help your algorithm, because when you boost your algorithm, you get more reach, you get more visibility. If you don't show up, you're going to kill your algorithm. If you're going to be spammy, you're going to kill your algorithm. If your team is the only one commenting on your post, you're going to kill your algorithm, because it's only going to send it to the people that are already commenting, and that's already people that work within your team. And now you've got an inbred timeline and you're wondering why you can't build your business on social media. Like, the algorithm is important. But think about that, 3,000 pieces of content, and Facebook's got to work out about 300 in a day, how many of those to put in front of you. So even on a personal profile, your content isn't being sent out to everybody that you know on your friends list, vice versa. So you have to have really good content and, be a human before you're a marketer, before your stuff is going to get seen. So that's what it is on a personal profile. Yes, it's worse on a business page. Telling it like it is, that's what I do. Organic reach is tough on a business page, but it's the only place you can scale. It's the only place you can do things that you can't do anywhere else. You can't scale a group. You can't scale your personal profile. You've got limits. So if you ever want to look at something like Facebook advertising, absolutely start a page. You may not advertise now. You may wait until you've got more money in business, or you can invest back in your business. But if you start building a page now before every Tom, Dick, and Harry does, then you can scale it. You've got a choice to scale. A group you can't scale, it's closed. You can build up members, absolutely. You can get really good at marketing and build up the members inside the group, but you can't scale a group the same way you can scale a page. So these are the things that you need to consider. I can't cover it all in this live. I'm just trying to give you some differences in what you should think about. But if you're not serious about your side gig and building on social media, don't start a page, because you won't stick with it. You'll have terrible organic reach, because you have to be committed to that process. You have to post, pretty much every day. You have to give really good content. You've got to have an amazing branding message. So those of you in my branding course, I'm going to help you with that over the next month. But unless you're kind of getting some training, or you invest in some training to learn how to build a proper business page, then may not work so well for you. You got to learn how to work a business page. You got to learn how to blend a business page with your personal profile. You got to learn how to create an awesome branding message. You got to learn how to use all the features. So it can be done. I run my business mainly from my business page, not a personal profile. And I don't spend much money on ads. So for those people that say business pages are only pay to play, it's crap. But if you do pay to play, you can scale. So your choice. You don't need to scale straight away, but it does enable you to scale. And then things can really snowball. And it's all in the marketing side of network marketing. But if you know how to create a freebie, and then, anyway, I'm going to digress there. But it is amazing if you know how, but you got to get the training to know how. Stop looking for free training and working it all out yourself. You need to get some advice around marketing. And this is what so many people miss on social media. They miss the marketing piece of network marketing, and they start a page because somebody said it was a good idea, or your company said you had to. Some of you have got companies that say you have to create a group, and that's the only thing that you're allowed to do. And then you have to put the words on it, independent consultant or whatever. I'm not going to go there. If you're branding yourself and not the company, you should be allowed to do what you want. As soon as you put the company name anywhere, then you're going to be subject to those kind of conditions from your company. So there are individual things that each one of you need to take into consideration. But when you brand you, it's your name, it's your branding message, and there's nothing to do with the company on your page or your group. They really have no right to dictate what you do or what you don't do, because it's not about the company. It's about you as an individual giving value around something that you choose to brand yourself in a certain niche. Breathe, Helen. Did you get that? Okay, so you need to consider all of that. So business pages are amazing. If you think somewhere down the line you ever want to use Facebook advertising, and when you make some money in your business, invest in advertising to speed up the results in your business, then business pages are phenomenal. As I said, I don't actually spend much on Facebook advertising at all, but everything's happening from my business page. Some of you are watching from my business page, but yes, some of you are watching from my free group. I've got it all. Do I blend on my personal profile? If you look at my personal profile, can you tell that I teach people, home-based business owners, how to build online? Can you tell I'm an entrepreneur? Can you tell I've got multiple streams of income? You scroll long enough, yes. There are things that I'm letting people know about me because I want them to know that about me. Can you tell that I'm into health and wellness from my personal profile? Yes. Have I even put up a post up recently about a product of mine? Yes. It's creating curiosity. I'm not selling. Okay, that's what you do with a personal profile. But when you can learn to blend a personal profile and a business page, and somewhere along the line you may choose to advertise, then think of a business page. If you know dead set, never ever going to put a dollar behind any advertising on Facebook, just it's to your core, not something you ever think you're going to do, then you might choose a group over a page. But don't think small-minded in that. Like, once you get some success in your business, you should reinvest in your business and scale it. That's what I think people should do. But people have limiting thoughts, and it's like, I don't have the budget for Facebook advertising. Maybe not now, but what about when you put the hard yards into your personal profile, get some people in your team, make some money, then you could reinvest that money and put some fire under your business, and then have a stable business rather than a business. How many of you can relate to this? Your business is like a freaking yo-yo. It's up, it's good, you've ranked, no, now we're back down. They've left, they've gone MIA, and now we're back down again. Oh, we do a 90-day run. Oh, we're back up again. Oh, awesome, earn some more money. Oh, they've all gone MIA again next month. This is a volatile industry and business. But when you can build a more stable business with more people in your business, that's when the residual income comes without you doing much work. And you want to get to that rank and keep it stable, and then get it to that rank and keep it stable. So there's things that you can do with a business page that can help you sort of create that. Okay, but let's talk about groups for a second. Groups are good for creating a sense of community. I'm huge on that. I consider our online crew here a community. We're a community of people that are being humans before marketers. Do you feel that from me? Do you know that you're going to get some good training from me about how to build your business online? Hopefully you feel part of this crew here, and that we're all trying to help each other do the same thing. I'm all about results. So I try to give you really specific training to get you thinking, to take the action you need to build your business. It's not fluff here. And this is why I come and do trainings like this for free, because it's like, okay, you guys need to think about this because this came out of last week's training and some of you are just not getting it. Okay, that's what you can expect from me. And we have a community of people here that are all trying to build their business online the right way, not the spammy way. Okay, so what was my point to all of that? I went on a bit of a tangent. But you know what to expect from me, and that's what you want to create on social media. And I've got groups. Did I start with groups? No. What I see too many people do is personal profile to a group, and I'm not saying that's a wrong thing, or personal profile page and a group, so you got it all going on and you got no momentum anywhere. So don't do it all at once. Work out where it is that you want to go, but then you've got to commit to it. So don't commit to a page or a group if you're not going to work the page or the group, if you're not consistent with your content, if you don't know what your brand is. You're going to end up with a bigger problem than you've just got on your personal profile with nothing happening. Now you've got these things over here that are not happening as well. A group is good for people seeing your content to a certain point. So you got some members in a group, you can create a sense of community. Okay, so that's good. If you're good at your content and creating interaction and engagement, you can have a really engaged group. If you've got a group and it's not engaged, then you need to look in the mirror as to what you can change. And there's all sorts of things that you can do to sort of change that. You may even need to relaunch your own group or rebrand your own group. Okay, but don't think for a minute that everybody in your group sees your content. If the people in your group stop engaging, then the algorithm won't send your content to those people anymore after a certain period of time. So I see a lot of people create groups because they think everybody gets notified when you post in the group and everybody's going to see your content. Not the case. And the bigger the group gets, the less people that see it, unless those people are engaged with the group. So a group isn't always the answer. Bottom line is you can't scale a group. You can always work hard to get new members. You can get people off your personal profile and into a group. If you've got good blending strategies, that's a skill you need to learn to do. But if you end up with a dead group and a whole lot of people in there that are not engaging with you, then what's the point of that? Dead groups are hard work. So you have to reevaluate, what's my plan? What's my purpose? Look into the future with a vision, not obstacles. So obstacles, I mean, oh no, I don't want to do Facebook advertising. May not now, but do you think maybe if you had more money in the kitty, if you learned how to do it properly, could you put $20 towards a post and boost it? Or, do a little ad to lead people to your free group and then build up the group that way. There are so many things that you can do. Advertising isn't the enemy. I know a lot of you have had bad experiences, but that's because you weren't taught properly how to do advertising. Some of you have been shut down from advertising. That's because you weren't taught properly about what to do. And now you've got issues. So Facebook advertising isn't the enemy, it's your vision. If you know to the core, I'm never going to advertise, I don't want to scale, then maybe you've got a personal profile and a group and not a business page, because the organic reach is hard to get on a business page. But if you're switched on with your brand, you put time and effort into being organized, to creating amazing content, you can build anywhere you want to build. It comes down to your effort. I know you have uplines that only build on their personal profile, and they've probably got groups. You've probably got prospecting groups and stuff like that, but they don't have business pages and they don't need to. And that's probably because they're already successful, and success breeds success. And they can talk about their company on their personal profile and get away with it because it doesn't hurt them. Will Facebook catch up with them one day? Maybe. But some of the people that are successful in this industry don't have business pages, and they don't need them because they're already successful. It's a different story depending on whether you're already successful or not and you're trying to break through. But one thing's for sure is that you do at some point want to get off your personal profile to show people that you are professional in this business and it means something, and you got a whole lot of valuable content somewhere, and your job is to lead people from your personal profile to wherever, being a page or a group. Now, I'm just touching the surface on this topic. Those of you in my branding course, if this is still a point of confusion for you, you need to talk to me about it on our live Zoom calls, because we need to sort this out as to where you're going to give your energy to. It's not impossible to not be successful just on a personal profile, but you'd want to have some success already for that to work. And you want to be really, really good at your content and branding to a certain degree on a personal profile and all that kind of stuff. And you would want to work really hard at getting successful the traditional way first before you come online. But this is the reality of what's happening in this day and age. The people that you recruit, they want to go on social media straight away. Most people don't want to hassle their family and friends. They want to use social media to build their business. Would that be a correct assumption? Let me know in the comments whether you think that's true. So let's say you recruit somebody tomorrow. One of the first things not everybody is on social media, but majority of people in this industry want to find people on social media to build their team with and buy products off them. Fair assumption? So how are they doing it? So as a sponsor or an upline or whatever you are, it's your responsibility to show people how to do it properly. That's why you want to tap them into my kind of trainings and tag them and stuff like that to get them the right advice about being a human before a marketer. And it's not unachievable to build on a personal profile. But at some point, if you want to be really, really successful, you want to lead them somewhere else and give good value and position yourself as an influencer, and because they're the people in your target market. Not everyone in your target market is sitting on your personal profile. You've got your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your sisters, your school friends sitting on your personal profile as well. And majority of those are not going to be in your target market. So we need to position you somewhere where it is your target market and you're talking to the people that want to hear from you. Not everybody. This is how marketing works. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this is provided some kind of clarity as to where you might want to sit or what you might want to look at moving forward. I could talk for this easy for another half an hour, but I won't. Those of you in my branding course, we can talk deeper about this. But you really want to think about this as how you're positioning yourself on social media if you're serious. If you're not serious, just stay on your personal profile, dabble a little bit, do a few reels, do a few stories, and see how you go. If you're serious, you want to lead your qualified prospects somewhere, either to a page or a group, and depending on your ultimate goal, you will make the decision as to which way that you can go. But a page is the only one that you can actually scale. If you choose to scale somewhere along your journey with this business. And the leaders that I've seen in this industry, from other companies, not mine, that are just absolutely screaming through the ranks and making money and whatever, they're all advertising. They won't teach you to advertise, but that's where they've ended up. And that's how they're massively scaling, is because they're advertising. So when you get to that point, it's an option. But if you don't start now, it's going to be really hard to break through. It's hard enough now on business pages. It's going to be even harder in years to come. Okay? So has this been helpful in some way? Let me know your comments. Just picking up on a few comments here before I go. Yes, I had no idea what I was doing. I just talked to someone yesterday that is spending $10 a day and has no idea what she's doing on Facebook advertising. Don't put money behind ads unless you know what you're doing. To anybody listening, just don't let ads run. The amount of people that I see I'm just letting it run. What for? Do you know how to even read your metrics? If the ad's not working for you, switch it off, get some training, and then work out how to read the metrics and all of that kind of stuff. I believe it depends if the people that are there, are they still in your target market? And then putting them up really good content and being consistent. Absolutely. Clarity is now on a business page, not a group. Okay, cool. So awesome. Need these reminders. Thanks. Great information. Very helpful. Very helpful. It's been helpful. Still figuring this all out, but working on a business page. Okay. Just, Deb, this is very helpful. Okay. And that's okay. You don't need, that's actually a really good idea, Christy. Watch it again and let it sink in. So if this is something that you're grappling with, this is something that you're considering, absolutely re-listen to everything that I've just said and let it really soak in. So that's a really good point, Christy. And that's okay, Robbie. You're in the right place to get the advice and have the conversations because you're in the branding course and you're also joining my VIP group. So you've got me in your pocket to help you work through this. Okay, so don't stress, Robbie. We will help you figure this out with your circumstances, with where you are right now. Okay. All right, I've talked long enough. Thank you for joining me today. If you did not watch my live video from yesterday and you're sort of thinking about how should I position myself on social media, particularly on a personal profile to start with, because everything leads back to your personal profile. It took me a long time to get that. I was like, I'm not putting anything on my personal profile about my business. It's all about my business page. And I was like, I'm not putting anything about my kids on my business page. That's for my personal profile. I was trying to lead two separate social media presences, and it doesn't work that way. You're one person, whether you've got a business page, a group, or a personal profile, and you need to learn how to blend it all. When you learn how to blend it all, that's where things work. If you've got a separate mentality of this is what I put on my personal profile, this is what I put in my page, or you're all about your group and you forget your personal profile, that's all wrong as well. So I seriously could talk about this all day, but I won't. I'll let you go. But yeah, definitely catch yesterday's live if you missed that one regarding how to come up with content for a week and start just creating a better social media presence for yourself. So this is my last live video of the week. We've had some great live content today. Even the Clubhouse replay, you want to catch that regarding dealing with objections, because every one of you will deal with objections in this industry. So there's been some great free information provided for the crew here this week. So I hope you can catch up on all of that. And I really look forward to seeing you next week. Know what's coming up. It's a very clear winner. When I asked you whether you wanted a Reels challenge or a video challenge in April, clear standout is a Reels challenge. So I'll put together the details of that over the next week, and I'll let you know what's coming and when it's coming and all the rest of it. But those of you that want to learn how to do Reels, get better at Reels, get more strategic with Reels, that's coming for this crew for free in April. So stay tuned to me. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you turn up to my lives next week as well. Okay. Those of you in groups 27 of the branding course, I'll be over there in about 5 minutes or so to have a chat with you guys about a few things. So join me over there if you're in there, or catch the replay later. Okay. Have an amazing weekend, everybody. You have no idea how much I appreciate our online crew here. It's just a pleasure to be your captain and to serve you in whatever way that I can. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye.